It might seem high maintenance, but it's really low maintenance. You're gonna get it. Hello, gorgeous girl. Welcome back to my channel, and we are talking about all of my weekly high maintenance things that I do that actually help to keep me low maintenance. What I mean are these are little hacks basically that I do on a weekly basis, and they help me looking good, feeling my most confident, and really showing up into the world the way that I want to. And I love that I can do all of these at home because you're busy, I'm busy, and I don't know about you, but I do not have time to go to the salon constantly. The first thing that is essential for me is home hair color. I've talked about this at length on my channel before, but I've never really walked you through exactly how I do it until now. So basically, I used to highlight my hair. My hair was very, very damaged from getting it highlighted all the time. It was frizzy, it was very white blonde, and I don't know, when I moved to Miami and I had my child, I was like, Mama, don't have time for this. So I stopped doing it, and I asked my hairdresser in New York what I should do. And he suggested that I use Tint hair dye, so it's a home hair color. So at first I was using shade 8N, and I would do my roots and then I would put it all over my hair. But I have to admit, when I look at old pictures of myself from when I first started doing that, the color looked a little off, shall we say. I don't know why. But then I started changing it up. And now what I do is I just do my roots. So I go around and I section off my hair and I part it through, and then I add the hair color, and I wait much longer than what the box says. I keep it on for about an hour. I know that seems like a long time, but it works. I also now like to mix two colors. The reason being, I have just so much gray hair that I find that a little bit of a darker root actually looks better, so that, you know, with my fair skin and lighter hair, everything doesn't end up being all the same color, which is hilarious to me because when I was in my 30s, all I wanted was to not have roots, and now I'm actually dyeing roots in. But now I mix in shade 7N and 8N. And my little secret sauce that really does help, especially if you have stubborn gray hair like I do, is I use, it's the Ardell, and I think it's called Gray Magic. I'll insert a little picture of it here, but I mix in about 12 drops or so of that, and then when I mix up the dye and put it on. So I've got shade 7N, shade 8N, and about 12 drops of the Gray Magic. You might not need the Gray Magic if you don't have stubborn gray hair like I do, but I definitely do. And that makes it really easy. Now, realistically, I should probably be doing my hair at home, I would say like every 2 weeks, to be totally frank. I don't do it that frequently. I usually do it about once a month. But in between, my next high maintenance thing that I do is I cannot live without root spray. Root spray is the best invention ever. I don't like those powders and the ones that kind of look like eyeshadow, but I use a light brown root spray, not a blonde, not even a dark blonde, but I use light brown. And I just kind of, right now I need to dye my hair, and it's all over my roots. I will spray it underneath here, I will spray it here, so that if the wind blows, I'm okay. Now, if you were to kind of lift up my hair and really examine, you're gonna find some grays in there. But so it really helps me so that I'm not over processing my hair, over dyeing my hair, and it just kind of helps me to stretch that length in between. One thing that's super, super important, especially when it comes to our skin, to appear to be so low maintenance, is to make sure that you're really taking really good care of your skin and are properly exfoliating your skin, especially as we get older. And as a menopausal mama myself, I know that our skin starts to really change wildly. So I really find that winter is the perfect time to start focusing on exfoliating your skin so that you're removing any kind of dryness, any kind of patchiness, and any kind of dullness to your skin. I remember when I lived in New York how dry and cracked my skin and my lips would feel, and even now living in gorgeous Miami, it's still really important to have a really good exfoliation routine. Now, you've heard me talk about my love for Typology, and I'm super pumped because I partnered with them again for today's video. Typology is a minimalist, vegan, and cruelty-free skincare company. They're based in France, and they use over 80% natural ingredients, which we love. They also have a PETA and a B Corp certification, so that just makes me feel better about using a company like Typology. My winter exfoliation routine starts with a resurfacing mask. It contains 10% AHA and 10% PHA, which is amazing for unclogging your pores and reducing blackheads. You only want to use this about 1 to 2 times a week, and I'm telling you, after I use this, like when I wake up the next day, I'm like, oh, like my skin just looks brighter, it looks smoother, and it really makes a huge, huge difference. Their exfoliating serum features 10% glycolic acid, which is a chemical exfoliant, and it targets blackheads and it helps to refine the pores. It's really best to use in the evening for best results. And their exfoliating night cream, it includes 6% AHA and lavender extract for gentle overnight exfoliation, and it also moisturizes. Now, I've talked about my chronically dry lips on this channel probably 8,000 times, but Typology also has a lip peeling serum, which kind of just has a very, very gentle, it doesn't sting you at all, exfoliant. Now, I've done a whole other video all about their tinted lip oils and tinted serums that I just love, kind of in lieu of makeup. It's really skincare, but they also have a lip mask that you can use at night, and I'm telling you, my lips are not chapped anymore. I don't have that feeling that I had before, so it really, really works. Click on the link in the description to get a free bi-phase eye makeup remover with a $40 purchase on Typology's website. Now, this exclusive offer is only valid for a limited amount of time through the duration of this video, so definitely check it out. Now, if you don't know where to find the description box, underneath my head somewhere, you will see the title of today's video. Click on More, and then if you're on mobile, tap on More again, and then you'll find everything there. Ooh, and definitely let me know when you check out Typology, because I have to say, Typology is one of my favorite brands that I've discovered this year, and I just think that they are absolutely next level. My next high maintenance thing that I do at home that really, really helps you just wake up and look gorgeous is dyeing my eyebrows. You know, I started doing this probably about 2 years ago, and it makes a huge, huge difference. I have gray hair on my head, but guess what? I also have a lot of gray eyebrow hair. It is hard. It is challenging to dye those eyebrow hairs for the color to really stick, if that makes sense, because your hair is just more coarse when it's gray. But here's what I do. I just mix it up. Sometimes I'll use a little plastic dish. Sometimes if I'm super lazy, I'll use just like a cotton round and put it on a coaster, okay? Gangster style. And then I just mix it up. I also use a couple, maybe about 3 drops of that gray magic, and I'll mix it up. And then I'll just paint with an angled eyeliner brush. I'll just paint it onto my eyebrows. You look literally insane. Are you gonna panic? Yes. Are you gonna look amazing when it's done? Also yes. So I don't really time it. I just keep it on for a couple of minutes. So I don't know, maybe like 2-3 minutes. I'll take it off, I'll check it. I'll use like a microfiber cloth and water, check my eyebrows, and then I'll say, I still want to do a little bit more here, or places where there is, more gray. Now, I have heard that people, especially with darker hair, they tend to not focus here on the part closest into your nose, and will do it more on the outside. I don't find that it makes that much of a difference, so I just kind of put it all over. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of paint on the places where I have the stubborn grays, which for me are usually kind of like right here underneath my eyebrows. So that's what I do, and it really makes a huge difference, because then in the morning all I have to do is just use a little bit of brow gel and I'm out the door and you look amazing. So I am a very fair skin girly. I always have been, but I now live in Miami where, it's always beautiful weather. We're always outside and there's always skin to be shown. So one of the ways that I really up my confidence is by making sure that I have the best Sunless tanning game. I've talked about this product probably 9,000 times here on YouTube, and there's a reason for that, because it is just that good, and that's the Beauty by Earth Sunless Tanner. I use the shade, I think it's medium to dark, and I just put it all over my body. You got to use a mitt. Use a mitt. It makes a huge difference. It makes the application really smooth. Obviously, you want to have like exfoliated skin if you have any dry patches. And then if you really want to get fancy, you can put a little bit of moisturizer on your wrists, your elbows, your knees, and your ankles to make sure the product doesn't get patchy on those areas. I'm lazy, I don't do that. I just put it on and I find that it looks great. I just put it all over my body. And what I generally will do is like, shave and make sure that I'm like clean and ready to go, my skin exfoliated, and then I'll put it on at night. And then in the morning you wake up and you just look gorgeous. You've got a tan. I do not tan my face. And the reason why I don't tan my face is I find that can actually make us look a little bit older. So I just use makeup to bronze up my skin. I have tried doing that like tan contour thing. It's fine, but quite honestly, it's like, why don't you just put on makeup and be done with it? So I love self tanner. I think it just is the best invention ever. And I love this Beauty by Earth because it's a little bit less toxic. It doesn't have that creepy smell that so many other sunless tanners do. And it just makes you look so beautiful, so glowy, so healthy, and just gives me that extra bit of confidence that we all want. Now, sometimes in between sunless tanning, if I don't have time, or let's say I have to like take some pictures and like maybe wear like a bathing suit, or I don't know, if I just didn't have a chance to do my tanning, sometimes I will use the Sally Hansen airbrush legs. And fun fact, I have been known to use it all over my body. That product dries fast. So it's really like a temporary solution. Like I said, if you're going to an event and let's say you're wearing a dress that shows your legs or maybe your arms and you don't feel like you just don't have time to do a tanner, it's like makeup for your body. Now here's the deal with it. It dries so fast. That's a good thing. That's why it's so long lasting, but you can't do it like lotion where you can put it on like this arm and then come back to it. It doesn't work that way. You have to really work it on the area that you're gonna put it on and then go right on to the next. But I'm telling you, it's such an easy way to just really quickly look like you've got a beautiful tan. And people are gonna notice. Like I've used it and gone to an event and my friend was like, did you get a spray tan? I'm like, no girl, it's Sally Hansen airbrush legs. It really, really works. My next high maintenance thing that I love doing to keep me low maintenance is gel manicures. Once I had my daughter, I was like, I am not going to be getting a manicure every single week. I don't have time. But with a gel manicure, I can go I could maybe stretch it 3 weeks. In fact, I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. So my nails right now don't look amazing, but gel manicures are really, really key. Now, do they age your hands with the light? Probably. Do I care? Also, no, I don't care. Honestly, I'd rather just I feel more confident when my hands look better, when my nails look clean. So, right now I've got on obviously a very vibrant red, but like I'm doing a photo shoot this week, so I'm going to do just like a very kind of neutral pink. Fun fact, if you do a lighter color, you can actually stretch that time a little bit longer. But don't be like me and stretch it too long, because with those lighter colors, sometimes you don't notice your nails as much, and then you'll look down and be like, whoa, I am way overdue. Which happened to me before I went to a wedding recently, and luckily I was like, I got a manicure like the night before the wedding. So I was like, whew. As a menopausal woman, our skin gets really, really dry. So what I found is that when I actually moisturize my skin while I'm in the shower, I don't get that like menopausal itch, which is quite honestly super, super annoying, right? I love the L'Occitane almond shower oil. It cleanses and it moisturizes at the same time. So as a busy, busy mom, it's just such an easy thing for me to do so that I'm like cleaning my body, taking a shower, taking good care of myself. But then after, my skin doesn't feel that tightness, that itchiness, that dryness that I often can get when I just use something like a regular old soap or a body wash. And a little bonus tip here, when you get out of the shower, if you do have those few extra seconds to moisturize, what I would suggest is putting on an oil while your skin is still damp. Why? You're gonna actually absorb it much, much more into your body. And again, when we have moisturized skin, we don't look flaky, we don't look crepey, we don't look as saggy, and we have more of that like glow that we all want, right? Now this next high maintenance, low maintenance thing is new for me, but I have to say, I'm really, really liking it, which are heatless curls. My TikTok algorithm is flooded with women doing their heatless curls routine. And I found that there's one routine that gives me just a really, really good looking hairdo. And I find that it does look like I'd gotten a blowout or actually did my hair. So here's what I like to do. I'll do a Velcro roller on the front piece because I have these kind of shorter pieces, kind of like a little bit subtle curtain bangs. So I'll just kind of roll those up and back, and then I will actually clip it. And then with my sides, rather than putting them up kind of like Princess Leia style, I'll do them low, and I just kind of wrap it around this little soft sock, and then I put the little bonnet on it, and it really helps so my hair doesn't look frizzy. It has a nice little curl, and it's great for those days in between. So, you know, I often will get a blowout because I'm just really not good at doing my hair, although I did my own hair today. This is me and the Dyson Airwrap, so not bad. But tonight, for sure, I'll do my heatless curl routine just to make sure that while I sleep, my hair doesn't get frizzy, it doesn't look bad, and I'll wake up in the morning looking like I just did my hair, but really, I just went to sleep. How much do we love that? And I used to wash my hair every day. I think about that now and I'm like, what on earth were you thinking? Like, not only would I wash it, but I would have to do it. So it would take me like an hour to get ready, like every single day. That is called the life of a 20-year-old. But now that I am 50, there is absolutely no way. So honestly, I wash my hair once, maybe twice a week. Lately, it's been about twice a week, and that's just, I don't know why, I just feel like I've needed to wash it a little bit more. But it's also healthier for your hair and your scalp to not wash your hair so frequently. So in between, what's a gal to do? Dry shampoo, my friends. I love dry shampoo. I particularly like the ones that are not aerosol. So there's two different ones that I like here, and I'll leave them here on the screen. I like them because, you know, with them not being aerosol, they're a little bit less toxic, but they get the job done. The one that I use that's sort of a powder one, it almost feels like you're putting like baby powder on your head or like cornstarch or something. But, you know, it really does help to absorb that moisture really well. So especially if I'm on like, I don't know, day 4 or something, and I start getting the greasy roots, I'll really get in there and then just sort of massage it in, and then, you know, do my hair or not, you know, depending on the day. But it will get rid of that kind of like greasiness. Now the R & Co one, I find that that's really a good like sort of hair refresh. It does absorb the oil, but not honestly quite as much as the powder one does, but it does have a really nice pleasant scent, and it just kind of gives your hair, the only way I can describe it is like a refresh. So it just looks great. I love it. And those are two really great options to really stretch the length of time between your blowouts or just when you do your hair naturally. Oh, and this is such a good one, and I saved the best for last for you. And this is my lip stain. This will make you look like you had a lip blush. So if you don't know what a lip blush is, it's sort of like getting a tattoo on your lips. And I actually considered getting one, but then I don't know. I was just like, what happens if I don't like how it looks? Or I'm 50 years old. What if, you know, as my lips are losing some of their definition, it starts looking weirder, and like, I don't want to do that. Or what if I just want to try a different shade? So I've opted not to do that. But what I do instead is the Wonder Skin lip stain. Now, I am super lazy, so I don't use the peel off version that they also have, but I use the actual just lip stain. So here's how it works. I will, with smooth exfoliated lips, so they're already done because of my typology routine, so my lips are smooth and there's no product on them. That's really important, that you don't have any flakes or any product left on your lips. And then I'll just outline my lips with the applicator, kind of like I was using a lip liner. I'll make sure that I have the shape the way that I like it. Now I'm 50 years old. I do not line the outside corners of my lips. I have makeup videos that kind of explain all of this, but what I do instead is really focus on the center, so it's almost like I'm drawing like an oval. That's gonna make my lips look a little bit more puffy on the top and the bottom here, but not droop down, which sadly happens with age. So I will do that with the lip stain. Then I'll fill in my lips. Now, some people like doing it just like a liner and then, you know, put on like a lip gloss or something. I like to do the whole lip, so I just get that shape exactly how I want it because it's gonna stain, and then I'll fill in the lips, and then you just wait a good like 10, 15 minutes, and then you use a microfiber cloth and some water and wash it off, and I'm telling you, this will last you the entire day. So much so that one night after I was doing my skincare routine, I, you know, got in bed and my husband was like, why do you have on makeup? And I was like, I don't. It was just, you know, that I'd put the lip stain on and, you know, I didn't exfoliate it off. So it's really, really incredible. So are you a high maintenance girly like me that wants to look low maintenance? This is the plan for you. Let's get active in the comments. I really hope that this helped you and gave you some good ideas so that you just wake up feeling glowy, gorgeous, good hair, good skin, good everything, and just like the you that you know you are meant to be. You are awesome. You are amazing. If you want to keep hanging with me here on YouTube, check out this video next. I'll see you there.